All right, so I'm going to talk about diversity, actually. We make video games, and more different people are playing video games. A lot of people are playing video games. All sorts of people are playing video games, and we make them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about bringing diversity into your game via your characters and why that is important for you. So basically, everyone is welcome. In theory, we design games for all sorts of people. You can pick who you are. You can have people that identify with fighters, and you can have people that identify with healers. Still, it doesn't matter. What happens is that we have to question that, and it's important for us, when we're developing games, to do so. But what is diversity? Is it just men and women? Absolutely not. It's religion, it's ethics, it's culture, it's beliefs, it's experiences, everything that needs to be taken into consideration. And then questioned. That's our job when we're building games. But of course, it doesn't mean that when you're building your game, you need to put all sorts of characters in it. It means that you need to take into consideration who you're making and then properly represent them. That is the beauty of building characters, and that's the beauty of knowing your target audience. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to go from A to Z, but it means that you need to take some things into consideration, especially when we make games for this. Can you imagine how many people have one of these? Do you have one of these? Yeah, right? How many millions and millions of people you can reach? Are you taking them into consideration when you're building your game? Are you thinking about who you're representing and how? When we make games, it's clear that you create them based on your experience of who you are. It's clear that, of course, if I create a concept of something, I'm going to put what I know, not what I don't know. And that's when we need to question things. What we believe might not be what you believe. And that's when you should question all stereotypes. I mean, how many different things can be done in the same game? How many people can identify with all sorts of differences? That's the beauty of the power of creating that we have right now. You need to be mindful also when you're creating that diverse space. So let's say we talk about ethnicity. Say that you have someone of color in your game. Is it well represented? Are you putting it in a stereotype or a secondary? Is that necessary? Or is there something else that you can do with it? Anything in a game, I mean, you have mushrooms that talk. And when you're talking about women, yay, women! Don't over-sexualize them if it's not needed. I mean, you don't have to. Dress them up in black like everyone else. Or put a proper armor. I mean, yeah, we're amazing, but you don't have to put that all the time. That's not the needed. And let's talk about sexuality, because we all love sex. Right? There's 10 seconds for that. Mario saved the princess. Good job, Mario. But can the princess save Mario? Can the princess save the princess? Can the prince save the prince? Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. And let's talk about disability. Does the pirate with the wooden leg needs to be the bad guy all the time? No, he doesn't. You can use that in your favor. They can be heroes. They can even make gameplay better. It's just a matter of thinking of how you want to represent that. And it's a matter of think bigger. And age. Why old people are evil? I mean, why? Why old witches are always evil? I mean, I've met a lot of young people that can be pretty evil, to be honest. So we need to think about that when we make our villains. They don't need to be so old. When you build a character, it's important that you take into consideration the legacy you want to build. I mean, I don't know if you know this game, but there's a lot of different characters there. And someone will prefer someone, and you will smooch someone, because that's why you play Mass Effect, yeah? It's not because you want to have sex with them. If we talk about armor, I said sex so many times. If we talk about armor, it's important that it's well represented. Who here won a war in bikini? I tried, didn't succeed. Dress them appropriately, please. And the men as well, you don't need to carry all that weight, just to look cool. If we talk about colors, you don't need to put your female characters all colorful and happy and your male all, dark colors and badass. Mix it up and cover some stuff because some of those fly out. Yeah, if you're actually gonna jump, they're gonna fly out. So please cover that up. But mix and match, be creative. Boys can be blue and girls can be pink, but be creative. And then talk about personality. Smart people don't need to wear glasses, even though I do. These are contacts. But not all of them need to wear glasses, or you don't need to have people like me lazy. I mean, I am, but don't make your game about me. But, you know, just go there and challenge that. And again, shape, body shape. Unfortunately, triangle boobs are dead. Okay? They're gone. Forget about them. And the men don't need to be V-shaped. Do the leg day, guys. Come on. Represent it better. Doesn't have to be like that. Question things that have been done before. And the same with classes. The blonde white male is not nice. It's not the hero. And the girl doesn't have to be the healer as well. And the old guy doesn't have to be the villain. Question that. Question those classes. I mean, a lot of game companies have done brilliantly in creating diverse characters. I bet that there is at least one here that you love. And it's our job, it's our duty as game developers and people that create things to make sure that you address a proper audience. It's 2018. It's time for us to think outside the box. It's our duty to do that as well. And if your characters are successful enough, they will not live only in one game. They will be part of franchise. They will be part of many, many other things. And people will get inspiration from what you create. So here I am, preaching. Triangle boobers are gone. Bikinis, don't go to war. But make sure that you at least think outside the box if you have the power. Thank you.